Hello, guys. Welcome to the instant match reaction. And wow, Everton 2, Wolves 1. What a performance! What a performance from the Blues. We really did fought well. We just kept going. We didn't give up. We just kept going and going and going. Very peculiar lineup from Carlo Ancelotti. Very, very peculiar. I certainly saw it and I was confused. I was confused on why we didn't have a striker on the pitch. We ended up playing James and Gilfrey Sigurdsson up front, which baffled me by having Gilfrey Sigurdsson also up front. But it worked. Within the first 5 minutes, we was on top against Wolves. We were, battling it. We go 1-0 up, and because Wolves didn't really know what we was doing, because even Wolves were like, what are they doing? So we go 1-0 up, and then from then on, we didn't have the best performance in the last 40 minutes, but we didn't play the worst in that half. We didn't play the best, but we didn't play the worst. Their goal, there was no really fault to it, really. It's just Wolves play good football, and it was good football to the goal, really, from Wolves. So there's no one's fault. Tom Davis, he had a bit. I know I do keep going on him, but he's just not right for Everton. He's not right, and I know after Saturday's performance that did prove that he was not right for the Everton shirt, and he's again not right for the Everton shirt. He was a bit too slow, always passing back, and he just wasn't really with it. And me and my dad, when he came off, we was both celebrating, and I'll get to that in a minute. So, like, the first half, like I said, last 40 minutes we weren't the best. Wasn't the worst. They go 1-0 up, and the game was end to end, really, and it was a very, very, very good game. It was end to end. It was hard to get bored, and that's what was good on the perspective side of the game. So 1-1 at half time. Then we go out in the second half. We still have this, I guess, the same energy as we did in the first half. So, switch up a bit. I think it was like the 70th minute. We waited because Carlo Ancelotti kept it for about 20 minutes, 15 minutes left until he thought, right, okay, we need to change something, because we was creating a few chances, but not as much. So, he thought might as well take Davies off and bring on Andre Gomez. Funny enough, we get a corner. And beautiful ball in by James Rodriguez, and it goes everybody, but Andre Gomez gets the ball within about 5 minutes. I think it was about 5 minutes into him coming on, and he whips the ball in. Michael Keane with a brilliant header, and it makes it 2-1. Substitutions from Carlo Ancelotti was brilliant today. The boys were prepared after Saturday's performance. I was still confident that we was going to win, but I wasn't confident enough. And don't get me wrong, when I saw the lineup, I was very confused and a bit like, why we're not playing any strikers, and why we got Cenk Tosun and Richarlison on the bench, when, yes, all right, Richarlison was all right, but we could still play Cenk Tosun. And he proved all us Everton fans that were questioning that wrong. The changes he made, took off Tom Davis, bring on Andre Gomez. Andre Gomez put in an assist, and we go and score. And he takes off James Rodriguez, and he takes off James Rodriguez for Seamus Coleman later in the game within 10 minutes left, 5 minutes left, or something like that. Takes Sigurdsson off and brings on Richarlison. And I tell you what, I will give credits to James Rodriguez and Richarlison for playing in the position. I mean, pretty much. Well, yes, they're the two people that were not in their positions, and they were moved up as pretty much strikers. And I tell you what, them two were brilliant. They were outstanding. They were outstanding today. Come in and not being played where they'd, I guess, like to, but filled in the striker's role and done brilliantly. They done brilliantly. James Rodriguez was doing his thing as well, being everywhere in the park, being everywhere, and he was just brilliant. I mean, Lucas Digne, brilliant game as well. Mason Holgate, brilliant game as well. Lucas Digne and Mason Holgate pretty much in their, I guess, not in their same position, not in their positions, but kind of. It was a mix and match, really. They were fitting into their positions, but then there was also pushing forward what I thought they was going to do at the start of the game, because that's the only thing I kind of understood about the formation that was playing. But yeah, overall, everyone done brilliantly. Mina done well, Michael Keane done well, Godfrey done brilliantly. I think the only guy that didn't really have a brilliant game was Tom Davis as well. Tom Davis didn't really have a good game, and I believe we need to just get rid of him. Either sell him or on loan, because we don't need him anywhere near the squad, really. Realistically, we don't need him anywhere near the squad, because to me, we were quite slow in midfield when we had him, and then when we got rid of him and put Andre Gomez on, we just went. We went and we go and score. But yeah, Tom Davis, sell him, get rid of him. Who else really? Yeah, like I said, everyone had a good game. We are supposed to be having a game on Sunday against Aston Villa, but Aston Villa have apparently requested for that game to be postponed due to their COVID-19 outbreak. So, don't know whether we'll get a game at the weekend. I'd like to have a game at the weekend, but whether we will or not, that is generally up to the Premier League now to see what they do. But, predictions for that, I'll go for like a 2-1 again. I'll be happy with a 2-1 against Aston Villa, or even 2-0. I'll be happy with that. Carlo Ancelotti is probably going to go with the same as he did today. Maybe have Richarlison in there in the striker's position instead of James and Sigurdsson. But we just got to see. I mean, Carlo Ancelotti really did surprise us with that. We had our energy back. We didn't play. Luckily, we did not play the same as we did against Rotherham. Because when we played against Rotherham, that was woeful. That was the worst performance I've ever seen, and that's what kind of wasn't really having me as confident as I would. And with the selection, I wasn't really confident. But Carlo again really did prove us wrong. So that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoy. And another new thing, Everton are top 4 again. That's really good. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and peace out.